Hi everyone,
Greetings, friends.
the Jimm
And Dave.
Beer Review.
Hey, what's on tap for this beer review?
We've got some SweetWater
SweetWater.
Brewing Company's
From Georgia.
Hop Hash Double IPA.
Hash. Hop hash?
Hop Hash.
Interesting name.
Yes.
Here, we need an opener. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Should have did that before we sat down.
I had an opener.
Oh. Well, it wasn't handy.
Okay.
So Dave, what can you tell us about this one?
It says here we scraped up all the hash out of the Yakima hop. I can't read that word.
We scrape all we can. I don't like the way the sentence is started.
Well, here, why don't you read it, Jim?
All right, sure.
It'd be better if you did.
Not a problem. Oh, it's a double IPA.
Yeah.
Hey now. We scraped all the hash out of the Yakima hop palletizers we could get our sticky fingers on to concoct the dankest, I don't like the word dank, dankest double IPA out there. The pure hop lupulin, aka hash, that's the resiny stuff, meshes seamlessly with the two-row Pilsner and wheat malts. Okay, so far I find nothing about this appealing, except for the Pilsner part. And doing that allows it to deliver a pungent punch to the palate. Hey, here's a beer with a pungent punch to the palate. Now the specs is available year-round, 6-packs of 12-ounce bottles and other stuff. Malt bill is two-row, Pilsner wheat, like they already said. Hops are the Centennial and hash blend. It's their house yeast. Alcohol by volume, 7.8. Nice. IBUs, 100.
Not
Dun, dun, dun.
Not nice.
Now, where did this sweet hash come from? Not from Afghanistan, I'll tell you that much.
That's too bad.
Where did it all come from? Well, and how do we get our hands on it? Well, our head brewer, Nick Knock. You gotta be kidding. Nick Knock? That's a joke name, right? Hey, let's hook Nick. Hey, I got an idea. Let's hook up Nick Knock with Patty Whack. And maybe they'll give their dog a bone. Anyway, he was chatting up with some of the hop heads out in Yakima on their process, and we're looking at hops we could get for some future beers. When one of the hop farmers said, hey man, we've got this resiny byproduct, aka hash, that we scrape off the screens during our pellet runs. It's the dank, super sticky, icky, gooky stuff, and we can't do anything with it, so we've just been tossing it. Got any ideas if SweetWater could find a creative way to use it? You all make 420 after all. You should know what to do with some hop hash. Nick, in his ever-resourceful ways, told them to ship us something to play with, and a cask was created and debuted at 420 Fest at the SweetWater Experience tent. The rage of the fest it was! From there, we told them to send us all they had, and that turned into our fastest-selling dank tank release, Johnny Hash. Ooh, so good again. Now we've worked it out to get this stuff on a production scale so we make the good stuff year-round. We have been making the hop hash a potent and pungent double IPA and now added the hash brown, an Indian brown ale featuring the hash. Pour your glass. Check out below in the visual for how we get the goods. Okay, well, you guys can go to the website for that. All right, Dave, that's a heck of a lot of stuff going on.
This has a poor pass. Bottle conditioned for our pleasure.
Okay.
Best enjoyed by 1/17/2016.
All right, so we're on top. This is the day after Christmas, by the way.
Yep.
Now, I have not always enjoyed all the SweetWater offerings. I will just tell you that up front. And so I may have a bit of a preconceived notion towards the company. And as a reviewer, that's not good. Always be an open mind. For example, I really like their 420 that they mentioned. That's been my favorite so far. Because I tried their, what do they call it? Their tackle box, I believe. I tried it while I was down in Florida. A friend of mine who was coming to join us at a production.
Isn't that the one that exploded in your refrigerator?
That was the one, yeah. I opened it up and it was like a volcano. I guess the refrigerator was set a little bit on cold.
Well, I had some of my beers in my bomb container, my glass part contained the plastic part, and I picked up a beer to have this afternoon and it was empty.
Oh.
And I was like, I looked at the bottom and it was like brown googe on the bottom. I had to take that out and clean it.
I hate when that happens. Yeah, we've had that happen at work with sodas and stuff. All right, let's take a look at this. Well, it doesn't seem to be filtered, so that's a good classic sign of a double IPA. Little smell.
It smells like a IPA.
Smells like a double. Actually, it has a good citrusy smell. Would you say lemony or orangey?
Orangey.
Yeah, I think more orangey too. Well, that's a good sign, I think. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's hope we have a good hop hash experience. It's okay. It's not bad if you like that kind of thing. No?
Oh, God. Tastes good going down.
Yeah, it was nice going down. Not the greatest aftertaste, but it's definitely not their worst beer.
No, it's got 100 IBUs. That's what really throws me off.
Well, as we all know, that can be just a number in some circumstances, but it certainly seems justified in this case. I don't think, well, it has a certain bitter quality as you might expect from an IPA, especially double IPA. Well, you know, it definitely is a delayed thing.
Can we give a rating like 6 going down, 3 coming up? Divide that by 2.
Yeah, all right. 6
Come out with what?
4.5.
Okay, something like that.
Oh wow, not a favorite of yours, huh?
No, it's not bad going down. It's crappy coming back.
Yeah, not the greatest aftertaste in the world, but good going down. So I think pairings with this would be very important. Something to offset the bitterness. Maybe if you had something like a pizza with some spicy salami.
Okay, how about like a 7 going down and a 3 coming back?
Well, that would
I'd be able to make a 5. And that's what I'm going to drink the rest of it. So that's what I give it. I give it a 7.
I think it's okay. I give it a 6.5.
I like it going down. It's got crap coming back up.
Yeah, not the greatest. Although I've had aftertastes that were worse. Yeah, definitely a little delayed.
Yeah, who said that one beer you looked at? Send me an article or something. It said the bitterness was like 600.
Oh yeah, it was like, who made that? It was probably Dogfish.
Dogfish or something. And how could you coming back? It must be like.
Well, should we ever try that? But it sounds expensive. I would think we would just do a little sip first.
Sure.
Don't all in one shot. That's for sure. But yeah, this is fine. If you like the SweetWater offerings of their IPAs, I think you'll like this. If you like dank IPAs, I think this qualifies as being dank. I kind of like that they found a use for the resin, that gets left on the machine.
Hash and resin, all in the same sentence, huh?
Hash, resin. Well, the plants are related. Hops and, that's why people they used to call people.
I would have given that like an 8. The hash and
people
resin.
did a little smoking, they would have called hopheads, and that's the reason why. It's a very similar plant. Although apparently you can't brew with it because someone apparently tried. Although I don't know if I believe that. It sounds like internet
Star Wars
propaganda.
movie.
Yes. Me, sir, is the boss of you, sir, even though I look nothing like you, sir. Go. Be gone with thee. Yeah. So there you have it. 7 from... Really? 7?
Oh.
I thought you were knocking out points for the aftertaste.
Well, no, because I just give it a 5.
All right.
But you can't subtract if you add, so...
Right.
I give it a 7.
Yeah, 6.5 for me.
In other words,
That'd be
I would buy this if it was in a sampler pack.
Yeah. This, if I had 1 or 2 in a sampler pack, that would be fine. I don't know if I'd want to drink a case of this.
I would like to drink this after I've had some good beers to offset this part.
Actually, this might be a good mixing beer. I think if you mix this with a nice breakfast stout.
There you go. Yeah.
A lot of beers, if they're strong one way and you mix them with one that's strong in a different direction, like I said, stout, it might be good. Tempting to try. Well, there you have it. That's the second relatively decent beer from SweetWater I've had. I could do without the fish on the label. They seem to have the same fish on every label. I'm not too sure what that's all about. I do remember I read about it, but in one ear and out the other.
In one beer, not the other.
Not the other, yeah. And so, please, drink responsibly.
Yep.
Don't drink and drive.
Nope.
If you're pregnant, don't consume alcohol due to the risk of birth defects. And excessive alcohol consumption can cause health problems.
Yep.
So be careful.
Yep.
And again, don't drink alone if you can avoid it at all.
Yeah, unless you're with your cats. It's okay.
Right, because cats like drunk humans.
Yes, they do.
They're all like, meow. So there you have it. What else? And the reason we do all this stuff is we believe that you, our viewers, all right,
Yes.
should drink great beer
Have a good laugh or two.
with your friends. Sort of crack a little bit on the beer. I'm 14. My voice is going.
Some more just came back and they just finished it. Okay.
It's got a nice taste.
All right. I have
It's
to
fine.
drop that from a 7 to a 6.
Somebody criticized us recently. You guys don't like making IPAs. This one's decent. And it's a double.
Yeah, it's 6.5 now. They gave me a bad shiver after that.
All right, 6.5 across the board.
6.5 across the board.
Here we go. Bye-bye.
Bye.